Then I thought, since it is my channel, it's my thing, maybe share some original thought. And I don't really know how much of what anyone thinks is original, because I think, we're all influenced by different things, and it's kind of like we interpret it through our own experience. But lately, I've noticed that I've been saying these things like, well, that happened. Kind of like a matter of fact, like you don't have to know why it happened or how it happened or be able to really understand the steps to it. It's just like, well, that happened. And the more that I've practiced mindfulness and self-awareness, the benefits are you get your life back. You get to experience life. You have this sensual experience of life where you actually see things, you hear sounds, you smell things, there's texture to life. It's just a whole different experience. And it's not like these big, massive things. It's just these subtle things that make you feel more connected, make you feel more alive. So anyway, when you practice, and the more you practice, you create this space. And this is my experience. I did not have space. So I don't know how that goes for everyone, but in my case, there was no space. It was just reactive living. When I was good, I was good. When I was not good, I was not good. And I would tell the same stories about why things weren't good. And I definitely had so many rules that I lived by. How much you're supposed to sleep, what you're supposed to eat, blah, blah, blah. And when things wouldn't go my way, I'd always try to line it up. So since I've created more space, I've had things happen where there's no series of events that seems like it should happen. Like I once drove my sister-in-law's car into the side of her garage, but I wasn't listening to music. I was present. There was nothing I could say as to why I did that. It happened. And another time is horrible, but I was taking care of my friend's dog, and it got hit by a car, and it survived. But it was just one of those things. It was like, this is happening. And recently, a person that I know made a decision that really, it just wasn't smart. And this person knew it and was as stunned as anybody else that they had made this decision. Like, it was a decision that, if it exposed, depending how it could have been interpreted, could have put people at risk. And I'm like observing this situation, and I'm like, there's no set of, like, you couldn't make the connection as to why that would have happened. And you could totally see yourself having made the same decision, and it kind of freaked you out. So my advice to this person, or my response, because I was trying to like put myself into their shoes, and I was like, I think you just took one for the team. Like, this person had the resources and the ability to handle that decision, that it was not a good decision, that there were going to be some kind of feedback. But this person was equipped with the ability to manage it in a way that those around it was an eye-opening experience, like a big reminder, like a natural series of events that just open your eyes to prevent maybe something happening at another time. So I started saying that with other things, like, or just in my own interpretation of things in my life, like, I think I'm taking one for the team. Like, whatever it is in your lifestyle, or I could give an example. I don't even know if I should give it, but I don't make any money. And there's a lot of my own choice, and I'm not good with money. But I was thinking, because I am inspired to share ideas and to do things with the hopes that I can be more independent financially. But also, as I've been doing this, I really enjoy creating and whatever. So I was like, well, maybe I have taken one for the team financially, or in other aspects of my lifestyle. Like, maybe I just took one for the team. So I don't know if that lands with you, but the main things that I'm saying, I guess, are stuff happens. Like it just happens, and you can't say, well, I didn't get enough sleep or I wasn't paying attention. I mean, sometimes you're paying enough attention, you've gotten all the right sleep, you've eaten all the right foods, you've been kind, all these things line up, and still this thing happens. And so for me, it benefits me to just like name it, like this happened, and not have to have a story explaining it, and just know, and that's part of the mindfulness too, just a knowing that you're going to be able to handle it. And maybe in some circumstances, well, all circumstances, you know, if everything's kind of like moving together, that you never know when you're just taking one for the team, because you are able to, because you have the resources and the ability to feel the feelings or to navigate the experience in a way that contributes to the greater good.